guys. Can you hear me? I don't see any faces. Can you hear me? Hi, Melissa. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can.
Good, excellent. Screen. Hopefully we'll have some new coaches jump on because those are the people who really need this the most, I think. My Zoom said something about the audio not working for you guys, but it would for me. I don't know, but it sounds like y'all are working just fine. So
Yeah, there's like a buzzing noise or something
lovely
when you talk, but I can hear you.
I'm going to try to.
There's Amelia.
Hi, Amelia. I always do this. Okay, I'm going to try to share my screen now. There we go. You guys see that? Yay.
Yep.
Okay. Hope you guys are having a good day. I was just telling Melissa I have 3 kids with COVID and 2 parents with COVID. While I was in Scottsdale, Arizona, my parents both got it, and now all 3 of my kids have it. My parents are not doing so great. My mom was able to get antibodies and monoclonal antibodies today. Hopefully she'll feel better tomorrow. My kids, 2 of them are doing okay. One of them is having a rough day, so a really rough day. But hoping that I stay okay and that my husband stays okay. But with littles, you guys know there's no separation in quarantine. They're like in your face the whole time. So what are you gonna do? So I mean, Zachary, I slept with him 2 nights ago. So it is what it is. Doing our best though. So anyway, so if I'm a little bit kind of all over the place, I apologize. That is why. I'm going to go ahead and get going because I don't want to keep you. And this is not going to be a long call, but I think it's a really, really important call. And it's based on a presentation that was done at Leadership in Scottsdale that was really good. And it was all about giving your coaches a posted schedule. And it's something we can follow, but it's absolutely something a brand new coach can follow as well. Or somebody who's even been like a preferred customer discount coach for a while, and then they decide to coach or dabble in coaching. This is for anybody who wants to make money, who wants to build a business, who wants, like any of your cup team participants, literally for anyone. You can do this and you can teach this, and it's incredibly simple. So basically it's a 21-day posting plan, and it's social media posting strategy. It's usually when coaches don't hit a goal, it's because they don't have a strategy. You don't have to write all this down. I'm going to give it to you. But they either don't have a strategy, they aren't posting the right things in the right order, or they just lack confidence. And so this gives them all of those things. So by week 4 of this posting strategy, posting plan, they should be able to hit Success Club. So in that's our goal for all of our coaches who want to work the business. But I will also say this, and this is a big but. If the inbox messaging isn't happening, then the posts are going to fall flat. So they only work when they're in conjunction with invites and messages in the inbox. So it's the combination of those 2 things that are magical for your coaches. So it's a 7-day loop essentially, and you can see on the screen, if you look, the green is your own fitness motivation, your fitness journey. It's the gratitude about what your body's doing, where it's been, but where it is now. It's the growth. It's bod breadcrumbs, your challenge group, all that stuff goes into the green. The yellow is coaching, your growth goals, your vision, your team. It is what you want to do with this business. And then pink is, and that's like everything, really everything overall should be through the lens of a coach. but yellow are specifically for your coaching journey. And then pink this is the most important really, and probably overall it's the most important, and you can circle it because this is you. This is what differentiates you. It's the people, the things you love, your pets, your family. It's all the things that make you you. It's who you are. So without the pink, if you're just doing the yellow and the green, people are not going to connect with you quite as much. So the pink is the connection. It's what's going to make people know who you are, know they relate to you, know they connect with you, and it's what is going to make them choose you to be their coach. So that's the pink days. And I'm going to give you some little Mad Libs. And do you guys remember Mad Libs when you were little? Like you could fill in like a noun or a pronoun or whatever. When you were traveling, they were good to pass the time on road trips. So I'm going to give you some of those, and you don't have to use them, obviously, but they're really good kind of, and I'm not going to call them scripts because they're not exactly scripts, because we could have every single person on our team follow the exact Mad Lib, and you'd all have completely different stories because we're completely different people. And that's the beauty of them. That's what I like so much about these, is that they're all completely different because they're all based on you and who you are and your emotions and what you're going through on your journey. So day one, very first day, I highly recommend Monday morning posting your transformation, your day one post, your day one commitment. So it can be a before photo. If you're too embarrassed or they're too embarrassed to put up a before photo, they can do like just a selfie, like with their clothes on, and be like day one, or they can have something covering their body. You know how you've seen before photos with like a block over the body. They can do that and say day one. If they're willing to do before photos, like a vulnerable before photo, that's amazing. So they should do that. But it's basically showing their day one commitment. They are saying to the world, to all of their friends, family, everyone on their social media, this is what I'm doing for the next 21 days. I'm sharing my journey for accountability, whatever. But I encourage every single person to go after your own transformation. Sure, it's fine to share the transformations of others, especially if you've been doing this a long time. But for new coaches, like, you've got to go after your own. And I'm not saying you need to lose weight. It can be putting on muscle. It can be any number of things that you're transforming. It can be habits that are transforming. Maybe the habits you have now are not serving you. Maybe you're, quote unquote, skinny fat. Maybe you just want to gain some muscle because you're too thin. Maybe you do have weight to lose. Whatever that is, it's your day one commitment, and it looks different for everyone. It does not have to be a weight loss commitment. But you are posting that. It is your business card. Your transformation is your business card. And I don't have a weight loss transformation, but it's still, like, for me, I've been doing this 9 years, and it's the consistency over time. It's the maintenance. It's so many people, anybody can lose weight, but how many people lose it and keep it off? How many people maintain for 9 years? So that's something that's, for me, that I would post about. So if you're in that position, then you can talk about that, how incredible it is to do this at home for 30 minutes a day, and you're maintaining for 9 years or whatever. So it's going to look different for every single person, but it's your day one commitment. And I'm going to scroll down so you can see this. This is an example of a little script that they can fill in. Watching someone build themselves like herself up from blank is so powerful. Why? Because it reminds us that blank. What matters is blank. Today is an important day one for me. It's the day I stop blank and start blank. I'm excited to share the journey with you. And my hope is that I blank, you'll blank too. So they can just fill this in. And I mean, obviously they don't have to, but it's a really good sort of roadmap for them to write out their day one post, what they're committing to, and just announcing to their people, follow me, this is what I'm doing for the next 21 days. Then day two, we are going to, this can be behind the scenes. It can be your kids, your family, if you want to show your family. It can be pets if you don't want to show your family. It can be everyday life, your favorite things. If you've been doing it for a while and you have a favorite find at Costco or the store, or like, it doesn't even have to be related to your journey. It can be like, I found this amazing Dyson Air, I don't even know what it's called, Air Wrap Complete that I got for my hair that I love. It can be talking about that. It can be anything, but those are examples of what you would post on day two, your favorite things. I'm not going to read every single one of these Mad Libs to you because like I said, I'm giving this to you. So you're not in elementary school and don't need me to read it to you, but this is an example of something that they can post. And then day 3, I used to think working out from home was blank. I was afraid. Blank, I know for me, I thought it was going to be like Richard Simmons, went into the oldies. I don't even have silk shorty shorts. I was like, I'm going to be like frumpy and it's for like people who don't work out hard, right? And that was my thought. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get a good workout from home. But I'm so grateful. And this, all you need is a TV or a device and a tiny bit of space. My favorite thing about that space is blank. It's my place to blank. And what I really love about this is day 3 is I like show your workout space, show you wheeling the coffee table out of the way. It's not just a workout video. You have to talk about the why. It helps people understand how you work out at home, how you make it work in your life. So show the space, overcoming objectives. So many people are like, I don't have anywhere to do it at my house. Show how you do it in your house, especially if you don't have a dedicated workout space. When I started this business, I worked out in my living room. I did not have dedicated workout space. So showing like what it looks like in the corner of your house or in your basement, or like how little space you need for so many of these, or how you don't need equipment for whatever program. If you're traveling, show those things. So that's your day 3. And then you could also show like your progress or your wins so far. Even like 3 days in, you can continually just talk about your journey. And if you remember, say day 3 was the green one again. So now we go to yellow, which is day 4, which is personal growth. And here's another Mad Lib you can follow, but it's what you're learning, how you're growing. Talk about, national wake up call takeaways, if that's your personal development for the day. Talk about the podcast that you just listened to or whatever book you're reading. Talk about what you're learning through that and how you're really working on growing your mind. So that's what you do on Thursday. Friday is Friday Fun Day, and I already do this with my kids every Friday. We've been doing this for years since I started coaching. My kids don't have school on Friday, but we like to do something fun every single Friday. And so this is Friday Fun Day. Take it outside. Take it outside. So it's better lighting. You have great photo opportunities outside. You want to show people like it can be done anywhere if you're talking about workouts, but also like for me, I get to like part of my job is, I get to go to the pumpkin patch with my kids. I get to go do these fun things because my schedule allows me to, because I'm coaching. But maybe your schedule, maybe you still have to fit it in wherever, that's fine too. But just get outside and show something fun, some scenery that's fun, and that's kind of cool that that's your assignment, to get outside and do something fun. But it is, so it makes for better pictures. And just, how lucky to be a coach. My rear end gets to go to the pumpkin patch outside on a Friday instead of sitting in the law firm office on a Friday. But show you can show what you love about the business on that day. Lots of different things to do, but what you do for fun. So day 6 is Friday Fun Day, or that's day 5, sorry. Day 6 is what you do for fun. So that's your passion, your skills, your hobbies. If you love decorating, show that. If you love Disney, show that. If you were locked in a room all day, what would you talk about? Like, what are the things that you would naturally just talk about with people? That's what you're going to do here. And don't move these around. These should be in the order I'm giving them to you in. So that's important. The order is important. So like if you know the best cocktails to get at Disney, maybe you're not like a nutrition expert, but you know the best cocktails to get at Disney, or the best place to go for this or that. Share that. That's what you share on Saturday. So that is what makes you you, what you love, skills you have, just things that you enjoy or that you're good at. Does not have to be related to your health and wellness journey, but it can be. Okay, and on day 7, we talk about your coaching journey. That can be you on a team call, you at your computer, talk about your takeaways. But this day 7, it's really, really important to talk about your vision for coaching. Think about when you first started. And if you are just starting, then think about what you want to do with this. What is it? Why did you sign up? What does it mean to you? Do you want to take your family on a trip? Do you want to pay for your kids' gymnastics lessons? Do you want to help pay off debt? Whatever that is, start casting vision now. It doesn't have to be huge things. It can be, I'd like to be able to pay for my groceries or my gas in my car, whatever that is. You're talking about that on day 7. Cast the vision. What do you want to do? What are your dreams for coaching in the future? Because people, you don't have to have achieved it. People join you because of where you're going. So make sure you're talking about your vision. So that's the first loop, and you just continue that loop. And these are some more Mad Libs. You can see day 8, that's back to the fitness, right? Back to green. Just 1 week into my current journey, I've already noticed my blank changing. And if you're on track in 1 week, you already do notice changes. It might be just how you feel. It might be clothes. It might be, somebody said something to you, but you will notice some changes. So you're going to talk about that on day 8. And then again, you're just looping it. So go through this. You can see the hardest workout move, quote, stop doing your tracks. What you're grateful for, family fun. You can see all the different prompts here. Again, I'm not going to go through them all, but you get to day 21 and you will have a story. You'll have a transformation in 21 days. So I highly encourage new coaches to start with like a 21-day program or a 30-day program, but you want to be able to have some noticeable changes in those 21 days. And then I used to blank. This is what changed. Now I blank. Here are a few of my favorite blank. You want to try a class at home for free, drop a heart and I'll send you one. Or if you want to join me on round 2, I would love to have you. I'm going to do my second round. That's the call to action. So day 21 is the call to action. You have now a transformation of some sort as a new coach, or if you've been doing it a while, you don't have to do it in the exact same way, but it's nice to, if you're an older coach, older meaning you've been doing it a while, veteran coach, after 3 weeks of your program, you should see some differences. And so at that point, you should always talk about your progress. Yes, again, it's great to share other people's, but there's nothing more powerful than your own story. So share your story where you are at the end of those 21 days, every single time with whatever program you're doing. And then you have 7 days to lock in Success Club based on what you've just done, your journey. So you need to think about who you want to attract, who you want to serve. And then you want to talk to those, at the value you're adding, you want to think about who the person is that you're wanting to serve. Generally, it's your niche, right? It's someone who looks like you. It's someone who looks like when you started, maybe more positive, because some people are like, I was really negative when I started, and I don't want to attract those kind of people. So yeah, understood. Somebody positive who also struggles with whatever you struggled with, or maybe somebody who is a little bit negative, but struggled in the same ways that you did. Teachers, if you are Tara, maybe it's teachers who need to figure out a way to make this work in their busy teaching schedule while they're also parenting. If you're Melissa, nurses, or people in healthcare who have COVID fatigue and are mental health, working on that as well. And we all have things like that we can really hone in on, and that's going to help you so much. If you cast a broad net in the beginning, it's fine, but the longer you do it, you really want to hone in on the person who you want to attract, the people in your tribe. And so in the beginning, you'll have a lot of people come to you, and there are people generally who you don't think are going to come to you. There are a lot of times people who you think, like maybe they were acquaintances in high school or a friend or something like that. And you end up helping those people first. So anyway, it's the reason I love this is because it is 100% duplicatable. And it's really easy to take the exact content, make it your own, and post without spending more than 10 or 15 minutes on a post, because that you just don't have time for that. And so I think that this will help all of you with what to post when you just are struggling with busyness of life and overwhelm and all of that. This takes the overwhelm out of it. Okay, so that's all I have for you. I told you it was going to be quick. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. Let me find the chat. Here we go. Oh, thank you so much. You are so welcome, Amelia. If y'all have questions, you can unmute yourself or drop them in the chat. Yeah, it should help. I mean, it tells you exactly what to post on each day. So pictures, I always tell my coaches to take a bunch of pictures when, like if you fixed your hair on a day, like a lot of you who work outside the home, like you fix your hair more than once a week. But for those of you who don't, like if it's a nice day and you're outside or you're somewhere scenic or something like that, yes, I'm going to send this to all of you. I can email it to you. I'll also post it in Arete. It's a Google Doc link, so you can open it wherever. And I also have some pictures I will post of examples for each of these, if that's helpful. But so if you like are in a really pretty place, take a bunch of pictures, all the like close up, some far away, just take a whole bunch. And like anytime you're anywhere that's pretty or different and around your house, like get your kid to take them or set a timer or your spouse and just take a bunch of pictures, because the last thing you want is to write a post and then be like, I have no picture to put with it. So take a bunch of pictures so you always have something to choose from. And the light should be in front of you. If you haven't heard this before, the light should be in front of you, not behind you. Natural light is best. But again, you want some close up, some far away, different angles. Like a lot of coaches will do like the exact same angle. We all have our like good side and bad side, right? So we all have like, you can see some coaches will have the exact same angle on all their pictures, and you don't want to do that. You want to mix it up. So just a couple little photography type tips. But if I like have my hair and makeup done, I take a bunch of pictures all at once, and then I'll change clothes and take a bunch more. Like I do it all in one day, so I don't have to think about that. So anyway, okay, good. I'm glad it's helpful. All of our coaches will be able to use it, take it, run with it, especially our new coaches. But I just love the simplicity of it, getting our coaches started right away and being able to follow this without spending a ton of time going, I don't know what to post. So again, I said this already, but you really want to work on your own transformation. And that's our first priority, is to nail our own transformation. And then when you're doing this as your post, your invites are going to make sense to people. So when you ask somebody if they might like, whoever likes or comments on this, if somebody's giving you a like, you're going to message that person and be like, thank you so much for the love. It's not the easiest thing being vulnerable on my journey. Would you ever be interested in joining me? Or were you wanting information to possibly join me on this? Or were you just showing me some love? Either way, it's awesome and I appreciate it. It's like something super simple like that. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be awkward and weird. Always given out. You always want to say like, were you actually wanting information or were you just showing me some love? Either way, I appreciate that so much, because it's not easy posting my story or my journey or whatever. All right, so we good? Any questions at all? This is playing music. So I guess my voice sounded like I was singing or something. Zoom just asked me if I was playing music. No, actually, that's just my voice. All right, guys, I'm not going to keep you. I'm going to post this in Arete. If you would like it, take it, use it, and share it with your new coaches. If you're new and you're like, I don't know what to do if I bring on a new coach, and you're scared and maybe you have reservations about bringing people on because you don't know what to do, this on a silver platter, you can hand this to them and tell them like exactly, you just follow this exactly, and it gives them an idea. Remember, as a coach, you're just one step ahead of them. You don't have to know all the answers to anything. That's what we're here for. We can answer your questions, but you just need to be one step ahead, and you can hand them this, and it's something that literally any coach can do. All right, well, you guys have an awesome night. I will check in with you guys later. Good night.